Hi there, this is Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine, still here at EternalCon for 2015. I'm here at Inner Warriors. They have a game that they have coming out. It actually is out. It's a board game, it's also a digital comic, and they also have a PC game. Boy, people just don't like doing anything for the Mac. I'll say it for you guys, boo! All you PC guys, be quiet. Yeah, I'm a Mac fan. Okay. I'm here with Tony Piccirillo and Alex.
Yeah, I'm also Alex Piccirillo. So.
Oh, your brother. I don't know why these guys didn't tell me that and everything. Got me thinking, hey, it's another guy and that's it. We started together. Yeah, just didn't tell me. Hey, they're brothers. Okay.
By the way, you know.
Yeah. Tony here and Alex is going to tell us about Outlawed Justice, which is a board game that they put together. And as I said, it's a digital comic on the character and also a PC game. They're going to tell us about the history, the backstory, and why they decided to do this. So with that, I'm going to have these two young CEOs tell us about Outlawed Justice.
How you doing? So, we started Outlawed Justice about
a few years ago.
Not
too long.
We came up with a storyline. It was just last year that we started really setting up this company and trying to get it out there. So, Outlawed Justice basically is about a city called Lighthaven City, and it's split in two. There's the East End and the West End.
The East End is like the wealthy side where the private police is, and then the West End is where all the other people are who are kind of just falling out of the finances. So they're slowly becoming, they're falling more and more into poverty.
And so these poverty-stricken people start up a street gang to protect themselves. And they blame the private police force for causing the rise in taxes that caused them to lose so much money. So our heroes, Thrasher, Super Knight, Mantis, Techno, they're in between both sides because they don't know who's really right in this situation.
Yeah. Tony, who's Thrasher, he works for the private police. So he works for the East End, but he lives in the West End. And Alex is a college student, so he's kind of one-to-one. He sees the poverty all over, like all around him. So he also has to decide, okay, is it right to be in this side or this side? So all of them have their own personal differences, which make them kind of fall in the middle of both sides.
And so we have the board game, which we came out with recently, a few months ago, I'd say.
Yes, a few months ago.
And so it connects into the storyline of the video game, of the comics and the video game. So the board game is actually, it's a mix between a card game and a board game. Yeah. So as you go through the board, you'll get into battles, and in these battles, you play the game as if it's a card game, and then you continue along the board, collecting as many objective points.
And the board is basically the city. So the board is also split it's split between the West End and the East End. So you pick a side to start in, and then you slowly go across the side, and you complete objectives, and you like defeat bad guys or patrol areas, and it's very like hands-on, and people seem to like it so far.
And so the video game and the comics will be coming out around the same time. So as a new issue is released, a new part of the video game will be released as DLC. So as soon as you read the comic, you could go and start playing the video game through that comic storyline.
That kind of comes from like when you watch a movie and you're like, I really wish I could play this scene, or I really wish I could like experience a scene. Like if you watch the Avengers and you're like, wow, I really wish I could play this battle. It's kind of the same thing where you get the issue and you're like, you could read through it, and then if you want to play the events, you can play the game.
And so the comic series is still being developed. The board game is out, and the video game is going to start being released along with the comics. And if you go to our website, we have a free sign-up. We give you guys free comics, games, and stuff like that. It's called the Outlaw Armory. It's right on our website.
You can go to outlawedjustice.com or innerwarriorstudios.com, and both will take you to the same site.
Yeah, so we hope you guys all enjoy all the content we release, and
thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, man.
Okay, before we go, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Okay, one, I see on the board game here you had Kickstarter. Now, was this? You said this was on Kickstarter at one point, and then you switched off to Indiegogo? Okay. Will you be putting anything more using Indiegogo for your Outlawed Justice?
Yeah. I think the thing is that when we first put it on Kickstarter, we were looking to make an animated series. So we wanted to have the people at Snipple Animation animated as a series. So I think if we do go back onto Indiegogo or Kickstarter, it'd be for something like that again, where we could expand the story through animation.
Yeah, Snipple Animation, just for a little backstory, Snipple Animation are the guys who did like Archer and Chosen on FX, or Rick and Morty on Cartoon Network. Those are the same guys.
Cool. Now, who's doing the artwork and the writing on the digital comic book? And also, how many pages is it going to be? And one, how much is the price for the board game?
Okay, so I guess we'll tackle those questions one by one. So,
I did all the art for the issues so far. I did the board game. I'm doing the video game. So far, I've done all that artwork, but we just hired a new comic artist whose name is
Melissa Klinowski. Yeah. Sorry about that.
But we just took her on to do the rest of the issues, and the issue is around 22 to 24 pages.
Yeah, and so. My brother and I, we both write it together. We developed the board game together, and we also worked on the storyline for the video game together.
Now, who's working on the PC game? Oh, okay. He is. Now, I saw the game playing before. Now, will they have any special power-ups, any moves, finishers? You know, like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter.
The game is very similar to Street Fighter in gameplay style, where you have the basic buttons: a light kick, heavy kick, medium kick, and then you have the light punch, heavy punch, medium punch, and each of those has a variation on a special. And then you could do like your ultimate attack kind of thing. So it's kind of like that in an aspect, but it's also it's similar to Injustice when it comes to pacing, like how the battle goes, like the quickness of it. So it's like kind of a mixture between genres.
Now, how many characters are going to be in the game that you'll have here right now? And will you be adding any new characters later on?
All right, so as we release the issues, we're going to release more characters. So, like, let's say in one of the comics, the main character is Techno. So in the game, Techno would be the new main character. So as we release each issue, more characters get added on to the game.
And right now in this demo, we only have Super Knight and Thrasher, but providing there's going to be a lot of different issues, each character is going to have like an alternate costume, and like there's going to be different variations on the characters, similar to MKX, where each character has like 3 variations, so it'd be like a different costume with a different variation. And then we also have like a whole bunch of different characters that can be in like versus mode and stuff like that. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Alex, Tony, brothers. Yeah. I'm Roderick from Toy Master Video Magazine here at EternalCon 2015 in Long Island City. With that, I will catch you guys later. Take it easy, everybody.